ready to hop into gameplay. Dr. Lupo, one of our first here, and he's already down and out, but we are playing, I believe this is Hardpoint and Mercado, nameless.
Yeah, you know, I didn't get to play this map yesterday, but one thing I just want to point out with this game is it's a lot more vibrant than some of the MW games that we've had in the past. There's so many more colors, and that's something that I always enjoy, especially with Call of Duty, is when it's more vibrant and you can see more on the map.
I think sometimes you go dev to dev, and yeah, it's like you have like your more realism, like your grays and browns. Some will have a little bit more color, but like this map in particular, yeah, the second we saw like the fly through of this, it just looks gorgeous. It really does. And I'm not that I had any concerns about the visual side of it because they knock it out of the park every year, but it's just aesthetically pleasing. It is.
It's very, very pretty. That is, of course, Dr. Lupo. You can watch him stream this live. Every single member of the crazy, I don't even have a name for it, the stream pit here, COD Next, all of them live on their own channels, and unreal, man.
Yeah, it's unreal. I mean, all these guys are going hard. You can see he's locked in. Talking a little bit about the game and the movement, though. When I first hopped on yesterday, the movement felt so much different than Call of Duty's in the past. You know, it's not that slide cancel. You got to complete your slide. The dive mechanic, it plays out so much different when you're going into a gunfight. You can dive out of a window. Miles, it was a lot of fun. We were getting into the mix.
We really did get into the mix. I'm going to tell this now on air in front of God knows how many people, but last night, Ninja wasn't in the venue. I played on his setup. He wasn't quite here yet. And I found there is an in-game like whisper feature. So I was sending messages to other creators as Ninja, talking horrendous, man. Like horrendous trash talk. All very good-natured friends of mine, you know, but I'd be kind of weird to get that from Ninja, right?
Yeah, does Ninja know you did this?
He has no idea. I
walk up and slap him.
I walked past him today and I was like, "Good morning, dude. How you doing?" He's like, "Hey, man." Not a single word, Ali. Not a word.
Not a word. I actually got into a game against you specifically. I was on, I believe, Nate Shot's streaming account. I don't believe that he's here today, but I was getting disrespectful with some people on the map, and I believe that you were in my last game, and the second I killed you, you left. I remember looking at the leaderboard, and
that wasn't me. That was Ninja.
A quitter, Miles.
That was Ninja. Over to Courage now, who's having a good time.
And you know what?
Listen, he is, as much as he's like a fun, good-loving, like everyone takes a Jack, it's just like this great-natured guy. He is one of those competitive human beings I've ever met. Like, he gets pissed, bro.
Passion. Raging passion. And look, it's me on the right-hand side. No, it's not. It's Ninja.
And I will have to say, to test to what Ant was talking about earlier, about the game mechanics, something else that I noticed that I don't feel like I felt in other Call of Duty games is how kind of realistic the movement with your gun is, if that makes sense. Like, there's obviously always going to be recoil, your attachment's always going to mess with that, but when you peek corners and stuff, the way your gun moves with you is very, very realistic, and I think that's going to be something a lot of these players are going to notice and have to get used to very quickly.
And you saw a taste there of when you're spectating a player, you get that kind of like over-the-shoulder, like tactical camera view, and it just adds this insane level of like, it's like realism, but like it just looks so exciting to watch. And when you're, enjoying like, maybe seeing your teammates play or whatnot, it just looks so cool. It's a nice new feature here in the game. And sorry, Clint, this is the new knockout mode. I don't think you might not know what this means.
I haven't seen this one yet.
I haven't played it yet. No. I mostly, I was watching some of the guys play. I just wanted to kind of live react and enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much new stuff. Like, I've just been looking forward to seeing what's going to be on the table. But let's see if Jack can actually step up this time. No, not going to happen. Just getting destroyed. I'm sorry. Superior positioning, Jack. You are awful. Oh, was that too hard? He's my
no.
Okay.
He's doing the classic. He's going to a set. He's like, he's doing the classic.
It was something else. It was something else. It wasn't.
Oh, my sensitivity or something? What is it? No, Jack.
Wherever he's spectating is using my favorite SMG, by the way, too. And I think that's the
Hurricane.
The Hurricane.
What do you think, by the way, just about the changes to Gunsmith and now having 5 attachments and not having,
Yeah, so, I saw the rumblings on Twitter and stuff like that. I think it's amazing, though. I mean, when we jumped into Modern Warfare in 2019, when they introduced the Gunsmith, it was a lot to take in. But now everybody's familiar with it, especially grinding Warzone, switching up those attachments. And it's just a better version of that.
Seems like a good middle ground,
It's just a better version of that, right? Like, the gun moves around with you as you're in there. You can switch out all the different attachments. And, for the class of weapon that you have, like, you can change it up. Turn an M4 into an SMG. Like, that's really cool.
Oh,
that was nearly a snap.
That was nearly gross.
One of the all-time greats in the competitive Call of Duty.
One of the maybe the,
if not the. Yeah. I don't know why I said it that way.
Like the all-time great.
Yeah, Ross, he's the greatest. But there we go. Swag now getting involved as well. And to your point, Ali, about Gunsmith. I mean, it's at this point in time, obviously, it's quite hard to recognize, but that is a part of the M4 platform right now. That's his primary weapon.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome. Like, you can switch it up. Like, you can make it into a sniper, I think is what I heard at that point as well, right? So it's going to be crazy. Even with the AK, turning 74U, just make some crazy different loadouts. You know some of these guys, J-God's going to have so much fun with that.
9.5 hour long attachment video from J-God.
Oh, God. You know, he's so excited about that. And I want to talk about the map aesthetics for a moment and, like, the layout. Is the rooftops, like the new ledge, how you can jump and then you can hang off the side of the ledge. That was a new thing that you can add into this game. You can jump from rooftop to rooftop, and like you can jump further than you think. And I found that out very quickly. Like I would get to an edge of a rooftop, and I was like, I wonder if I can make this jump. You can make the jump. You can make it across like the map if there's tall buildings. You can make it across the map without ever having to touch on the ground. And I think for snipers, that is going to be their absolute playground.
Speaking of snipers, Pomage now, who's having a great time here. I mean, we've seen a lot, Clint, of the weapons so far, but surely a sniper.
Well, I heard Pomage too. Like I stepped up. I think it's when he was first walking in. He was walking with an Irrational and some people, and he was like, "I'm going hard, bro."
Oh yeah.
He's like, "I'm going hard." I could just hear like the competitiveness in him.
He's
going hard. Right.
And this is this knockout game is not going very well for the red team right now. Pomage's team obviously winning this one. Again, secure the grab, the money bag, hold on to that bad boy. And, oh, I forgot, friends, here at COD Next, it's all going on. Mobile gaming right side of your screen. We've got all of it going on. Really, a celebration of everything that is Call of Duty, and even Courage, he may have just sworn.
Do you see the gloves on the thumb?
Yeah, they're
professionals, true professionals.
Wait, I probably need to get this. I've been playing some COD Mobile, Diablo Immortal. Like I've been grinding more mobile games. I have my iPad and I'm loving it. Do I need to get little thumb sleeves?
I think you should. Yeah.
You know, sometimes it gets a little bit slippery. I need thumb sleeves. What are they called? Thumb sleeves.
You're in the right place to ask about that. Yeah. there is an army of professionals.
I'm looking into that. No, that's actually an issue. It's like it's a little bit slippery, you know?
So they're playing some hardpoint here, and you know, obviously, us coming from the esports side of things, we love hardpoint. Miles, we were talking about this morning, when there's a hardpoint and there's some elevation above it, you can dive into it, turn around, land on your belly, and absolutely fry. So, you know, there are some movement mechanics for you speed demons out there if you want to make some plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of talks about, you know, the way slide works now, and of course the dolphin dive is back. I don't think we're not officially calling it the dolphin dive, Joe Scott calling it the dive itself. I mean, it's a really fun mechanic. It's fast, so we get to see some gameplay with it. I've actually been walking around talking to some of the sort of the CDL pros, been like, hey guys, try to stop sliding, try to dive a bit more. Come on, Butters, show us the dive.
Showed us the slide, now we're looking for the
dive.
dive.
Out the window, just dive out the window, send it.
And all the windows are built to be diveable through. Like, that's the way the game is.
That's what Joe was kind of saying, right? Like, they've seen it so much in playtesting, and Nate goes into a window, like, everyone spins it out.
So you think like all the exciting moments you're going to have. Oh, here we go. Butters is going to be sniping there. So we have the Hurricane. She's running overkill. That's going to be one of the M4 platforms, and the snipe on the other side.
He's
and
we have the mechanic. Look.
There we go. Testing things out, trying to find the sneakiest, fastest way across the map.
Yesterday. I couldn't. I was trying to see if I could break the slide.
No slide breaking.
That works out. Yeah, look at her face. Ooh. She's just like going around, testing out the movement. Someone just runs right in front of her. That works out. Give me a freebie.
You know what I'm noticing on this map that I actually like a lot? Not as many doors. Just running through.
Not as many doors, I think, in general, is the overall vibe. I mean, most of the maps we've seen so far are quite small, very fast-paced. Again, Jeff talking about that, you've got a very distinct feel. So it's like the battle map is very large, way more intense action. Of course, there's like the invasion stuff. 6v6 is a totally different flavor. I mean, that obviously excites us more than maybe it should most.
Oh, I mean, we love it, right? Like we're here to see people go hard, try to win, be competitive, and
okay.
Another thing, we're seeing a lot of elevation on some of these maps too. You know, snipers are going to be in heaven.
Yeah, I think it's max 2 stories, I believe. I could be completely wrong there, but
hit it. Hit it.
Also, look at that little stock.
Did you guys use the sniper yesterday?
Yeah, right?
No, I didn't.
I used it for a whole
invasion. Cutest little stock I've ever seen.
It was so fun.
I think we were in the same game, too.
Yeah, I was in the back sniping the whole time.
I can't wait for the sort of like anime skins and stuff like that, my cute little stocks. Of course, we can put skins on individual attachments now when it comes to making some very handsome looking weapons.
Dylan Price, speaking of handsome.
Oh,
also something we haven't talked about yet is the way the perks work. I
love the perks
because
system.
it reminds me of back in the day the specialist. When as you get kills, you get more perks. As time goes on, you're going to have 2 base perks. You can pick whatever you want. As time goes on, you're going to get another perk. As time goes on, you're going to get an ultimate perk as well. So it's actually it's completely new. They've redone it, and it's going to be sweet.
Well, the reason I think I haven't really played it yet to deal with it too much to see like how vastly different it makes the gameplay, but I know for a lot of us, when you're playing like the multiplayer experience, I feel like you get a couple perks you like, and you just sort of pick those. They're your go-to. You don't really think about it, right? Like, you figure that out in the first couple days or weeks of playing the game. Those are your perks. Now it's like, I feel like there's more decision-making that goes into it, which I personally think is exciting. Now, I don't know what I'm going to be running, but it does feel like they were saying, what was it, the different type of classes they were trying to put? You have your rusher, kind of your more stealth type player, your sentinel. Like they want to, even if it's not like class-based per se, like they want to kind of funnel it with that behind the perks, right? I think that's pretty dope.
But you can also make your own, so you can create it, pick your own 2 perks, your next one, and your ultimate, so you can, figure out what you want. And it's just nice having like a rewarding game, especially when you're frying, getting that extra perk on.
It really does, change when you start off with a base 2.
Yeah.
You unlock one after, a period of time. You get kills, you get points. The game progresses slowly. So no matter how you're playing, you're going to get your perks eventually. But obviously, higher scoring games, you're going to get more. And it's just really interesting again. And the perks are almost tiered. And again, Jeff and Joe will come on the desk later on and talk about this in way more detail. But the idea that, like, the first 2 perks, they're fine. They sort of help out the gameplay. That mid-tier perk, way more sort of impactful. And that final perk, like, kind of like the super perk. That's not going to turn you into Captain America, but it is going to make you way more effective.
I kind of want to be Captain America.
We're spilling the beans right now. Taking Jeff and Joe's thunder.
Well, Symphony was just on screen, so.
I mean, the wagon on that boy.
What?
There it is. Right, listen,
picture there. Like
2 million views on TikTok, something like that. It's impressive stuff.
That's what you're watching? And your free time clip?
Yes, it might be. It might be.
Okay.
I'm watching them.
It's Brooke's TikTok. She's very creative.
This is a Search and Destroy, Call of Duty Classic here on Farm 18.
This looks cool.
This is one of the maps that we saw in an Intel drop not too long ago. Ooh, let's go. This is simply spectating Ash Sanders.
Yeah, hip firing.
And of course, we're talking about like 3-lane maps. This is one of those maps that felt like a very good hybrid 3-lane map that does really, really well when it comes to a game mode like Search and Destroy. Like you have your traditional outer lanes, and they have their hidden corners, and they have their ways, and then that middle is just pure chaos. It's kind of like a little bit of like it reminds me of like a paintball range with all the walls and the corners that there are. So this is probably one of my favorite maps that we are playing right now in the beta testing. And as you can see, everybody is having so much fun on it. I mean, 4 and 5, everybody's doing pretty okay. It's a close game. Aiden has 14 kills. I just saw the kill board. He's on the other team.
Mason just realized he's on the stream, though. He's ready to get nasty. He's going in.
He's fully loaded. Look at the bottom. He's got all his perks.
He is perked up, quite literally.
Come on, Mason. Show me something special.
He is flying.
Oh, wow. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, no!
That's the Fennec. I was loving that one yesterday.
Oh!
That thing turns...
That's an OG weapon.
That turns people into super close range, but Ponyhoff just gave him the business.
Smoked him.
Nice try, Mason. We still love you.
Huracan OP. Is that what you're saying? Huracan?
It's such a different look. Like when we're spectating these players and they're having gunfights, stuff like the way the player animations are, the sound effects, like the game has just been... Like it's everything we liked about MW19, all the stuff that was already there existing, and they've just been. I mean, it's Salt Bay right on top, just hammering away, sweet seasoning top to bottom.
Well,
and it was a close game, and now it's done.
He looked very sneaky, and then he was just evaporated.
I gotta say, the bunny hop is back in full force.
Oh yeah.
Man, the bunny hop is clean. We know Sam LaRue Octane. Gotta give him a shout out. He's gonna be bunny hopping all day.
Champ, baby.
We got Myth on the screen here. What's he using? M4, I think.
Again, looking at these weapons, you know it's an M4, but the configuration he has.
I was using the bigger sight, the double. I forget the name of it. But I like the extra zoom.
And of course, kill streaks. Cruise missile back. A lot of fan favorites, Clint. I mean, everything you would expect from a Modern Warfare game is there.
We get to see one. That'll connect. Myth able to hit it. He's vibing right now. But it's crazy. Like, bottom right, you were kind of mentioning like how different the guns will look. Like, the same type of gun is based on the attachments that it has. It's wild.
There's also in-game settings where you can make your gun a little more narrow, a bit wider, further away. I mean, there's options, just create that sort of visual. Look, you want the game to be as appealing as possible for you. Maybe you don't want the gun to be so big to obscure the view. Maybe you're one of those players
that... settings, personally. Like, give me the option to tweak it how I want, right?
There's a lot of settings in this game.
I'm going to get lost in that for the entire first day, probably.
Once campaign hits, I'll spend about 3.5 hours messing with settings and then getting that first mission.
When I see Courage on a 5 streak, that pop up at the top of the screen, it might have. Courage might be popping off. Oh, well, he just died, though, so take it back.
Ooh.
Come on, Swag.
Swag's dialed.
Hit it.
Swag.
Yeah, this sub looks like it's dominant right now.
Also, all the sounds and everything when you level up guns.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is there. I mean,
I wish everyone could experience just this environment, though. Like, as much as we're enjoying the gameplay and stuff, how cool it's been. Because, like, a lot of these content creators, like, they're friends or they're familiar with each other. They play games online. But, like, it's not often you get them all in one place like this. It has just been a vibe. Seeing everybody going up, some meeting for the first time. Like, I know Iceman and Isaac, we have interacted so many times on social. I've never met him in person, dude. We hugged for a solid 30 seconds. It was beautiful.
And it just shows like how hyped people get for Call of Duty. I was telling you, I was like, I can't believe I still get this amped for Call of Duty after over 10 years.
I don't think many things like bring everybody together like this. It is it's special.
The beta starts tomorrow, in case you've been living under a rock, or if you've just joined the stream.
Yeah, one of the two.
One of the two. There's no in between. User interface has been completely changed as well. Dead silence available on that lower right-hand side. Just a lot more sort of clean changes. Of course, the menu system, which you might not have seen here on the main COD Next stream, but individual streamers seeing them going through weapon loadout, seeing the operators there. So many cool changes. A lot more of a streamlined experience. It's sexy. That's not a lot of ways to describe it.
I love that, especially like when you click start, you go and you look at your loadout, you switch weapons. It looks good. You can see everything. It's just right in front of your face. You know exactly what's there, digestible, and that's what you need. It's such a fast-paced game like Call of Duty. It's digestible.
I also quite enjoy that like it doesn't obscure too much of the in-game screen. So if I'm hitting pause, I'm checking stuff out, I still have some kind of like situational awareness when I'm in-game.
Yeah.
And I will say in terms of balance of like ARs and SMGs, of course, this is all of our, like our first peeks into it, but they've looked pretty balanced so far. Like the SMGs have been absolutely disgusting up close, whether the AR gets first shot or not. And at long range, the SMGs haven't been ripping as well. The recoil gets insane at that sort of range. So I feel like it looks like the gun balance as well, regardless of your attachments and what configuration you end up coming with, is fairly much there.
I love that because, I mean, it just feels like sometimes it turns into this one gun that can do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And I think everyone appreciates a little bit of variety. Like an AR
that's
feels like
quite
an AR,
literally what this game is, because you could change your gun up to whatever you want, right? So
well, in a way, yeah. But like, I think to Ali's point, like there seems to be a little more separation between your SMGs
like I haven't seen the do-it-all gun just yet.
No, I mean, we saw Aiden, of course, on the Mountain Dew green carpet, like, I want a broken shotgun. And I'm sure he can make it, but broken, we'll find out what that really means. Of course, as the game
like sawed off.
develops. He wants a sawn off that kills people across map, that makes them move real fast. I mean, hey, who knows? Gunsmith is crazy. 2.0 even crazier.
Well, I mean,
we'll see if he can do it.
Wild. I mean, no matter how much work has gone into this, we've got the nerds in the building, and this is where if anyone's going to test some stuff, find some weird combination that turns a shotgun into a sniper. This is the crew that's going to do it.
We've only scratched the surface.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We've touched it for 20 minutes.
Of what people are going to do with this gun.
That's just not enough, is it, Miles?
Not enough.
No idea what these guys are going to come up with, but it's going to be crazy.
I need a good sort of 2 to 3 hours to really
look at Chef Tony. This is one of the most famous Italian men in the world. Makes a mean stromboli. We love him.
Metal boots on the building. He's got the M4.
Metal boots.
He's going to run this class setup from now until the next 2 years.
We're talking about it can be great to mess around with guns.
Oh, Chris Crowder. Listen, I'm not sure what's going on here. Chris has been growing some sort of beard that's happening for the first time that I've seen. He's usually very baby-faced. Now he's kind of going for some sort of supermodel type thing, or maybe like being a rapper, singer. I'm not sure.
He's a handsome
He really is. He really is.
A tiny little bit of a user interface there. If you hold a circle, whatever your sort of crouch button is when you're on a ladder, you can fast slide down it. So that's going to get spicy and fun.
By one.
Oh, he's on it. He's on his feet. He's on his feet.
The Goach.
Oh, man. We will be playing all day, friends, all day.
You know what? The iron sights here kind of clean.
Well, I think this is great, too, for a lot of, people like, you saw Zenny, you saw Crowder. For those who don't know, they work on the CDL side. They're really in the midst of stuff during the season. They don't get to come to stuff like this that often and see all these content creators. I imagine they're in heaven. I've seen some of the tweets, just having a blast, meeting a lot of different people.
So as far as streaks goes, we haven't seen a whole lot. Obviously, cruise missiles there, counter UAV, a classic. VTOL is going to be back. Everything. I mean, the Juggernaut is I think it's the final one, and it looks crazy. And whoever that AFK player was, get a grip. Get a grip. You are live at COD Next. But yeah, there's a ton of cool stuff. And I mean, we're seeing Wilson's in there
as
well.
That's what I was going to say. I love that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Chopper Gunner's back. It's called, I think it's called Air Support now, but it's it's an AC-130. You know what I'm talking about, friends.
There's a chopper gunner here as well.
Oh yeah. We're gonna be seeing it all.
Yeah, Miles, like if we play against each other later today, when we get the free play, I'm getting a chopper.
I think I'm actually locked on this desk all day. I would love to play more.
after the stream's over, I think we can play more.
Yeah, I think we once the curtains go down, we're gonna dive on. Can you hear the chain?
Yeah, that's how I'm visualizing your ankles just tied to the desk.
They can wheel me in the chair, but it's hard to get down the stairs. Here we go, another cruise.
Breadman, how we doing?
And what a shot. He got
the
2.
hat over the headset.
He killed Nick Merckx.
All right, we're gonna see the
see you later, Nick.
So this is the
SAE.
air support where you're saying.
Yeah, this is it's
like
kind of like a lightning strike.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice
What is that thing?
What?
the Fennec, or it's a custom one.
Wait a minute.
Longer range, maybe? But that looks like the
Wow.
Fennec. Yeah, that's the Fennec Iron.
That boy don't recoil.
What?
All right, Breadman's already found a winner.
Yeah, Brett's got the game.
Oh my god!
It does recoil, but it like doesn't.
But he's holding that thing down though. But,
Yeah, he's-
all right.
Looks are going
He's
straight,
a,
but
he's
it
a
looks
mouse, obviously recoil long range. You can manage
Oh,
it a bit more,
Jesus.
but it doesn't seem like there's a lot. He's just
That
putting
looks-
them down.
Yeah, cameraman, get in there real close. Show me the hands. Show me the hands. Oh, gun him.
So we played this map yesterday in the 3P mode. That was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of fun.
Museum, yeah, this is a lot of fun. We saw a top down of this on socials recently, but
There we
everyone
go.
said, yeah, give me the hands.
You hear how that sounds? So satisfying.
That sounds scary though.
Yeah.
You hear that? That better be on my team.
I mean, he is one of the better aimers I've seen, though. Like, a lot of the tournament stuff, when you're talking about mouse and keyboard players, like, he is absolutely nuts with it. So, not surprised to see him finding some wins in the long-range battles, but...
I gotta see his recoil control.
So what do you guys think about all these maps so far? What's been your guys' favorite, Miles?
Honestly,
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's pulling down a whole lot.
honestly, this is Museum. Nice big central area, essentially 3 lanes. I mean, there's a second story. We're about to go up there now. This is where Breadman is. It's nice, man. We've got some decent lines of sight. Snipers are going to have a lot of fun here. We played Hardpoint on this map. We played Prisoner Rescue. Courage and I clutched up big time last night, like a 2v5. I had the Prisoner on my back. I was sprinting. And I can hear Jack picking up 3-4 kills. Let's go, baby! Screaming. I'm
That's the
there
guy,
sprinting.
I'd be that guy on the team, too. I'd be carrying. Yeah.
It was great. It was really great. We had a lot of fun. There's a lot of cool, the opening breaks and stuff. Like
He's on a
feels
15
good.
streak, by the way.
Excuse me.
Yeah, he was frying.
He's literally annihilating the lobby. Yeah, let's stick with him. He's on 15 in a row. Another cruise coming in. Bang!
This is the Elgato replay of how this all started.
Zen. Oh, he gets 2 again. Just ripping them.
It's the same 2 people. No, sorry, this guy. Oh, it's a replay.
Oh, is it? I was about to say.
Yeah, this is a replay.
He was on 15 in a row. I thought he got another one. I thought he wrapped his streaks.
It's all good, Clint.
Oh, dude, I basically
getting
just pulled a symphony, dude, when he was casting the pregame lobby.
Oh, and it was
Yeah,
a
you're getting
tournament.
I thought he earned another one.
Glorious.
Well, last thing I saw was 15 streak. I was fired up for my guy.
So he put a. Oh, so it's M4. His just sounds crazy. I think it's the dubbing of the audio.
It might be his stream, but either way,
It's his stream.
That boy is ripping metal. So, okay, it's kind of cool to see there on the bottom side of the screen for a moment there how the perk system works. He's already at his 2nd tier of perks, which I think was Spotter. 19 kills. Let's go, Breadman. And of course, he's working his way towards that final perk here in this hardpoint.
Yeah, it's not that crazy. I thought he wrapped streaks now, is it?
you
But
like-
he is annihilating everyone.
20.
He's farming.
Yeah, he's literally farming.
Somebody kill Breadman.
Wait, do you guys see the
Lordy.
movement though that I was talking about? Like how when you're moving, like your
Yeah.
whole body, like it's different than other Call of Duty games. It's very hard to put into words, but once you get your hands on this game, like you can tell everything moves with you. Like
Yeah.
usually the gun's fairly stationary, but like everything is moving with you at all times.
And you can see it, so that's
Yeah,
gonna,
like
know,
you can see
for
it.
more of the hardcore players, the
Yeah.
players that go out there and they're like jiggle peeking, your hips and your head.
Yeah,
move
like
now.
everything's
So
going.
it's a little bit different. When you play the 3P mode, you can get a better understanding of like how that looks, and you'll see that a little bit later today.
Just
but
like the physics of the character.
the physics
Yeah,
of the character
yeah.
has been reimagined, so it's different. So
Yeah,
throwing those shoulders.
You got to be a little careful. I mean, everyone's like Shakira out there throwing the hips around. You got to be very. I mean, it's the animation.
I've been
is
comparing
so
to Shakira, yeah.
I don't doubt that, but
Yeah.
you got to look how smooth the animations can be, and
Clint's
it's
hips
been
don't
so much fun so far. Oh, is this what it looks like to be on the other side of the Breadman?
Yeah, that's what I was actually wondering.
Wait. We're gonna get up there and kick his ass.
Oh,
I think that was Breadman.
that was
might have been.
Breadman.
Yep,
Yep,
I believe
that was Breadman.
He's got 25 kills.
He's
from
got
us,
that thing
Guys,
locked
job.
down.
Quick, get up there and get him. Just go back in there.
I mean, this is going on the timeline for sure. Redman's got clips for days.
I mean, Destroyer's calling the streaks to the SAE above.
What have we got here?
We got a sniper. I
Just,
think.
I just think about. Imagine loading in, like trying to check everything out, run some different guns, and Breadman's just up top.
Yeah,
M4
no.
stacked,
He just looked
smoking.
dialed in. I don't think he said a word. Hit it! Ah! ADS not quick enough there. 2 posted up on the bridge, just shutting him down. But
so he has the pistol on Miles. Remember we were playing with it? We turned into a fully auto sub yesterday.
Yeah, thing.
Wait,
so,
what?
But yeah, so of course, Gunsmith is ridiculous. 2.0.
Yeah.
You can turn your sidearm into something pretty mean, and then of course the ledge hang mechanic. I'm hanging on ledge. Clint, you were singing the Spider-Man song earlier. Hey man, not too. If Spider-Man carried a Glock, yeah, baby. It is crazy to see like how much damage you can do with that thing, and just, I mean, it's something that we have to learn now as Call of Duty players. I have to now look at funny ledges and see where players are.
Yeah. I was also trying out some of the field upgrades yesterday for the short amount of time that I did have. I tried the camera one. It was so interesting. Just like throw it down, go hide in the corner. You can see when they're pushing at you. It's
You hold your own. You hold your own flank at that.
Yeah, you got your own choke points.
That's great. And again, another thing. Oh! Oh, Isaac. He nearly got both of them there. And of course, Isaac, one of our streamers coming in from Europe, made the long trip across.
Yeah, I was wondering how many people we had here internationally. I've casted over him in a bunch of Warzone tournaments. He's made some deep runs. Guy's a monster. But as he's just trying to hit some snipes and try some of the different weapons, Bredman's kind of been annihilated in the lobby. But there we go. Another shot gonna hit. Bang.
I'm already really liking the sounds of these guns. I'm liking the way the crosshairs look. Like, this is something I cannot wait to get. Oh, hello.
Bredman just got a 3-piece, and then Isaac followed up with the 4th in the feed. That was very satisfying.
Oh, yeah. They are just tearing them apart, it feels like.
What's that field upgrade he has there? I can't tell from that.
That could be the portable radar.
That might, yeah.
So that little bad boy kind of gives you sort of a local sort of UAV, but the radius isn't obviously great, but hey man, in a pinch, I'll take it.
Dude, look where that bullet hit. Just hit like right on the panel of the window, so the first shot didn't hit. Second one, that'll go through.
I was using this yesterday. It's a powerful shot.
It
got
feels,
a couple collabs.
It feels.
Oh, wait, somebody saved him.
Oh my God.
It was Breadman.
Oh my God.
Nick Merckx was trying to assassinate Isaac. All right, get us out of there. Over the crowd.
Here's the Fennec. You run so quick with this thing.
I mean, look how different this POV seems versus like the sniper POV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're moving.
You're going.
That.
Oh,
wow.
Doesn't matter though. Okay, Sean J.
Sean fries him. Again, this is that sort of idea of like the different, maybe not play styles, but kind of like player attributes. You know, what you're going for. Crowder is obviously way more aggressive. You know, he might be hitting flank soon, but the way he's kicked himself out.
Whoa.
He's in the mix.
I think something that you could learn a lot, that all these creators are going to learn very quickly, is there a lot more paths on the map than you know about. Like, on this one specifically, behind Crowder, there's an underground passageway where one of the flags are, and, like, I didn't even know you could go down there. Like, I had to wrap the entire building before I figured out how to get underground. So there's a lot more angles and a lot more passageways than I think a lot of these creators are expecting, and that's why we're going to see possibly a lot more assassinations, possibly a lot more cruddy corners, and people just popping out of literally nowhere.
Crowder is locked in. And that is the power of the Fennec. That player didn't stand a chance.
Yeah, he's in the perfect area to use this weapon. It's like going out, getting peeks, close range combat. It's a lot of fun to use this one, man. I was using it in the majority of the games.
I mean, they're not doing a great job in-game. They've got the lead for now, but again, classic Dom. Capture the flags. UAVs and all sorts of kill streaks coming up. No one's, I don't think anyone's going too crazy with any of the kill streak choices. We did see Crim6 with a VTOL earlier. Again, classic from MW19.
Yep.
I wonder if we're going to see any more today.
Oh, you saw that? He
I can imagine. I mean, this is the chance to test everything. Run through, try different weapons. I mean, as much as I say that, we know how a lot of these people are. They're going for crazy clips. They want to drop bombs. They want to have high kill games. So some are going to find stuff they like, little combination they feel comfortable with, and they're going to send it. But Crowder, yeah, he's in the mix right now. Movement, I mean, he seems pretty comfortable so far. Just with little hop chows.
Yeah, the bunny hop.
Freebies.
Earlier, just hopping around. You can even hip fire this one. He's picking up a ton of kills. He's loving this class setup. He switched it up from last time.
So one of the big things, I mean, before the show started, I walked around and talked to as many of the streamers as I possibly could, and I was just like, you know, you've had a tiny bit of time with the game. How you feeling about this? And almost every single one of them said, I'm really struggling not to slide everywhere. They've been so used to doing that.
Get used to it.
From MW19 all the way through to Warzone when, you know, we're on Caldera. It's not the same. It's not the same.
I can say that just from all the Warzone I've played, like, it's going to take, like, my hand, just the muscle memory of it. Like, I'm just so, I've been slide canceling now for years across the map. It's just going to take a little getting used to, 100%.
Yeah,
but I do think my hands are going to be very happy, though. I'm not having to do that constantly across the map.
Yeah, if you try to slide around now, you might even be slower than just sprinting.
Honestly, yeah. That's how it looks.
Again, it's how you use it. Is the dive is a really great mechanic for escaping. The slide gets you into different positions, obviously.
I like to leave with my head, you know, the ball head. So I think the diving thing's going to be good for me. Just like a bowling ball, you know, Miles? Just sending it through a door, sending it through a window. Maybe diving into someone. You think I can knock somebody out that way?
I wonder if there's an attachment for you.
You? Yeah.
like a unicorn type
bayonet
power?
or something.
Yeah, bayonet on my head. Okay, that sounds sick, though. Honestly,
hold on.
If the devs are listening, let's think about that a little bit.
A bayonet dive kill.
Oh my God, I want that immediately.
I'm thinking like, you know, I've got this idea of like, you know, Yondu from Guys. He's got a big fin on his head.
Yes.
But make that a blade.
Absolutely.
Isaac. Oh, quick swat again. That is his sidearm. That's his pistol. Again, the range on that bad boy isn't going to be all that crazy, but you know it's going to rip when it hits.
Sniper's just so satisfying when you get the kill. The sound, how deep it is. It's amazing.
It feels like there's no drag in the sniper. When you were using an ant, did you have to lead your shot at all, or was it a direct hit?
It felt like an invasion, like I had to lead my shot a little bit, but that could just be because I'm rusty.
Oh, that's fair.
And I was trying to shoot across the map.
That's
But you can get some feeds, man. Like I got a couple collabs with this gun. It's super powerful.
Sniping is back, friends.
Not to dub.
Snipes feel fast and fun again.
64!
What?
Yeah, we thought Bread was popping off. Destroy's up there frying. He's got double the score of everybody in the lobby. Ooh. All right, all right.
Look at this. Oh man, through the door with the pistol. A lot of windows on that map as well. A lot of glass above those door frames. I found on, you know, keeping the teasers out, but like opening breaks and stuff. A lot of sweet nade spots already. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. A little peek at the menu here now as well, of course, while Isaac gets ready to get into his next game. So much in Modern Warfare 2. We're almost actually